You don't believe in state rights. You are constantly against what Texas does. Yeah, for good reason. I am absolutely for state rights when they are doing things to help people have more freedom. I am not for state rights when they are trying to take freedoms away from people, like bodily autonomy from women. Now, if a state wants to say, hey, we think that it's stupid that cannabis is illegal, it's perfectly safe, we're going to legalize it in our state, then fine, that is freedom. If there is a state that says, hey, we're going to let people identify however they want to, great, I am all for that. Now, if a state says we're going to put in a restriction saying that there are only two genders, then I have a problem with that because that is not freedom. That is the opposite of freedom. Here's a fun fact. State rights were also the argument used to defend slavery and segregation and bans on interracial marriage. So, excuse me if I give side eye to state rights. I'm all for it if you're expanding the rights of the people. I am not all for it if you're expanding the rights of the state. Because one is empowerment. The other is authoritarianism. And if they thought they could get away with it, certain states would bring back things like segregation. They're trying to do it right now with the whole education bills. When they say school choice, it doesn't mean that parents get a choice. It means that the schools get a choice to decide who their students are going to be. If those students are too tan or disabled or something like that, they're not getting in there because school choice. We have to make sure that the right type of people are getting into these schools so that they can exceed as much as they can in life. They don't need these other type of students holding them back. Does that sound familiar in any way? I seem to remember in the 1930s that there was a certain country that was trying to build what they called Ubermen and women. And the conservatives in this country today are looking back on that time and go, you know what? Not all of their ideas were bad ideas. I kind of like this one. So yeah, no to state rights unless it's for the betterment of society. And I mean all society, not just one demographic in that society. Because at that point, it is no longer considered a state right as much as it is a state privilege.